What's going on, Quackheads? How you guys doing? I was thinking to myself, what would I really like to see in the Taken King? I mean, what would my Destiny wishlist be? Now, be it, my ideal gift would obviously be the head of the guy that created the idea of Blink. But that's a little gruesome, plus it'd get me kicked off the nice list, and, you know, I love Santa, so I think that trading should be the way we go. Listen to me for a minute. Trading is a very unique aspect in a lot of ARPGs and MMOs and so on and so forth, and you could pretty much throw this game in the same category. They actually like to call it a shared world shooter, basically an ARPG at its core. Now, trading is something that's important. We were born and taught and educated in sharing and trading and all of this stuff, reciprocation, so on and so forth. And this is something we grew up with. You know what I mean? This is something that we were given as a thing to do. It was a normal thing. We grew up, you know, trading notes in class, trading Pokemon cards, those chicks from Two Girls, One Cup. And trading is just a thing that we've been exposed to and we're used to. So why in the hell would Bungie want us to not trade? Simple. If we could just have free trade, nobody in the game would really have to work for anything. For starters, there would be marketplaces and websites coming out of nowhere with people trying to sell and market and merchant and everything they want to, all the materials. Can you imagine if trading was in the game back in the day? People would pay like 10, 20, 30 bucks for a Gjallarhorn, and people would just farm them, go with them, trade them, barter with them. You know, it would be insane. So that would happen, not to mention that people would lose interest in a game that is especially oriented around grinding, because if people were just able to be given things from people that have duplicates at any time at own free will, a lot of people would not have to work for things as hard, therefore they would spend less time grinding, less time playing the game, maybe not think that the DLC is worth it, and in turn Bungie would make less monies. So, it's all about that glimmer, baby. In the end, I'm okay with that. It makes sense. They want their game to last a long time. I do the same damn thing, so there's no hatred towards them at all. Fuck you. And it's just a really understandable thing because, again, honestly, if you accept trades, you can get all kinds of guns very, very easily, especially if you have friends that have duplicates. So, what I am adding into, what my idea would be, is something that I got, and it was inspired by a game called Diablo, a game that's very much like this, except for it's more like hack and slash and, you know, stuff like that versus pew-pews. So, what is the idea? Traditionally, what they have, now originally there was a trading in a marketplace and an auction house in that game, and they realized that was just too much, and that was not the way they wanted the game to go. So what did they end up doing? They made it so that you can only have, like, I think it's an hour time limit to trade with the people that were involved in that activity. Meaning, say you were playing a game, you were doing a run, any loot that was dropped, you can only trade amongst the people that were doing that run with you, and you had, like, a time limit to trade with them. So, if that was to translate into Destiny, say we were playing in Nightfall, RNG dropped me my second Gjallarhorn, one of you guys didn't have it, but hey, it's completely up to RNG anyways. I have the option to trade it to you guys. Maybe I have a day to give it to you guys, 24 hours, whatever the time limit is, but it's restricted and only tradable to those that were involved in participating in it. To me, that's not a big deal. Seeing as how drops are completely randomized anyways, if I wanted to give a drop that was dropped to me by luck chance, and I wanted to give it to somebody else that was also there that did just as much work, tried just as hard, I should be allowed to. So, that's my idea. So, of course, yeah, that's not going to create a crazy marketplace for it. It's not going to make things a little less complicated. Sure, in the end, a few more people may have some of the more important weapons in the game. But like I said, when it drops down to randomness, it's getting dropped anyways. It's been released into the world, and who cares whose hands it falls into? That's how I feel. I want to know what you guys think down below. So do me a favor, trade with me some ideas. I want to know what you guys would love to have on your wish list, and maybe I'll make a follow-up video with a couple other ideas combined with some of yours. So take care, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video and check out some of the videos above. Subscribe for future Destiny content.